What's up, y'all? So far in the past 8 weeks, we've generated 68 deals, leading to 17 booked meetings with executives at 30 to 200 employee companies. And what I want to go over with you guys in this video is some of the lessons that I've learned, starting with the most obvious one, which is being consistent. So 2024, we were not consistent. In this year, we're committed to being consistent. And if we just keep the same momentum, by the end of the quarter, we should have 90 deals. By the end of the year, 400 plus deals. However, the big lesson, the thing that we're going to be spending our time on today, is fixing the conversion rates. So as it stands, we have a leaky bucket. And so we are able to do a good job on the front end, which is engaging these executives. And obviously, this is because we're a lead gen agency, so we help businesses do this. However, what we don't really help businesses do is like the back end stuff, converting the leads into revenue. And so some businesses, they're making tons of money from our services, but it's not because of us. it's 100% because of them. They've already fixed all of these things. And so our current process, we're just putting leads through and then they're just getting flown out. And what I want to talk about is one of the things that you should watch out for if you're building an outbound motion, if you're a new entrepreneur, or if you're any of these things, because these are the mistakes that I made last year, and these are the mistakes that I'm trying to avoid this year. So the first one is trying to create a golden bucket where everything is perfect, you're not losing leads. This is actually something that I've created for service delivery. So my churn is actually super, super low. And this is because our service delivery is pretty good. And I spent a whole year perfecting it. But, you can create the best bucket that you can create, but you still need some lead flow, right? And so the next thing is understanding that in order for you to get that bucket created, the golden bucket where everything is perfect, there is no silver bullets. It's just 100 golden BBs that you have to fix. And this is a nice illustration that shows that, right? Like, when you get a lead, they have to book a call, and then they have to show up to the call, and then they have to be interested, be qualified, and then they have to be meaningfully engaged, connect the other decision makers, they have to sign the contract, they have to do all of these different things until eventually they become revenue. But if you have an issue in one of these areas and you drop off tons and tons of leads, then the revenue shrinks. And if you have that missing in a bunch of places, then obviously you're not going to make tons of revenue. And one clear example where we were having a drop off is the lead magnet. And I've actually made several videos on this if you check out my YouTube channel, where 38% of all leads who are introduced to our lead magnet and replying are interested in the lead magnet. But only 2% of those people, 2.6% of those people actually book a call. And so that's a clear miss right here. Because if we were to just get 20% of those people, like, we're increasing our lead flow by an insane amount. In this particular case, we would be 10xing our lead flow if we could just go from a 2.6% to 20%. Like, it's insane, right? And so this is where we're losing all of those different things. But it's not just with that lead magnet. We also have to consider the sales call, how that's going. We have to consider the follow-ups after the sales calls, the contract, all of that stuff. So you can't just rely on fixing one thing. There's a whole bunch of stuff, and you should work on all of those. And then the other thing, you might have seen this image over here thrown around by many people where they say never give up because you never know how close you are. And I wholeheartedly believe that. Like, I'm committed to not giving up. However, what I feel like this image does not illustrate is what it actually looks like in reality, right? So for this guy that's actually just chipping away at it, what does it look like from their point of view? And I think that this is a better image where you're actually just chipping at it, but you don't know how far away it is, right? And you have no idea. You've never been there. You've never been to the destination. And so you're just chipping away at it with the blind luck, blind hope that it's going to work out eventually, right? But someone who's already done it, they can be like, hey, bro, you're like you're like 3 months away. Just chill, relax, keep going, right? And so for anyone who feels like they're in this situation where you're just chipping away at it, you're making improvements, but you can't seem to figure out what's going to work, I would say just remember that this is what it's going to look like after you've solved the issue. It's just a matter of time. You just need to keep improving one step at a time. And I'm not really telling you guys what to do, like how to improve these conversions, because as you can see, my conversions are not great. All-time stats, we've generated 170 something, I don't know, like 100 and something deals, 30 something % of those converting into meetings. So I'm not telling you guys what to do, because I'm still also working on fixing those different things. The main things that I'm trying to get across in this video is that you should just keep trying, you should keep chipping away at it, because at the end of the day, if you're able to generate leads, there's someone who's figured out a way to get all of those leads into revenue. And that's what you need to figure out. You need to figure out what is the bridge. Like, what am I missing? Like, why are people not booking? And actually, I just made a sick post on LinkedIn. I personally really like it, which is a lesson that I learned. Actually, I think I have an image of this. Let me pull it up here. So downloads. Where was the image? Yeah, it's this one right here. This one right here, where it's just like, hey, Dave, this is what I sent to somebody. I'm like, hey, like, nobody's taking my lead, taking me up. And people gave me their feedback. And so this is actually something that's actionable that you can do. Ask for feedback, and then make those improvements. We take this 2.6 to 5%. That's double in lead. That's a double in lead flow, right? We take that to 10%. We just 4x our lead flow. And realistically, we can get it to 25%, 50%. And so the amount of revenue that you want to make, right? It's just sitting behind fixing your conversions, right? So first things first, get some water, right? Get some lead flow. Once you've got some lead flow, you're going to have a really, really, really leaky bucket. Like, you're just going to be losing leads all over. And then what you want to do is you want to look at your analytics. As you can see, in this month, like over 50% of, in this week, over 50% of people booked. We want to look at this, and then we want to be like, okay, why did they book? Okay, great. And then we want to do the secondary thing, which is asking for feedback. Why are you not booking? Like, don't even book. I don't want you to book. I just want feedback to get better. So boom, we get the feedback. So using both of these, the feedback and the analytics, we can further make improvements. And as you've seen, small improvements make a massive change. 2.6 to 5%, that's doubling. Like, just think about that. That's insane. That's insane. Okay, so that's it for me in this video. Golden bucket. This is great if you have a long time horizon, but if you don't, just get some lead flow. Okay, bye.